Hey guys, THUNDERSTUD here, and today we are going to take a little break from the box, the latest box, and go into the unbanned list Konami currently did. Now, they unlimited Maximus, super crazy, used to be super limited, even competing with Melody of Awakening Dragon, so there was no way to get to him, but now it's full Maximus. Konami gave us full Maximus because now that the meta has advanced where we have things like Karma Cut and compulsory evacuation and just different ways to remove a monster rather than destroying it, Meiru's destruction negation isn't as big as it was when Treacherous was really the only thing you could do, and you couldn't even do that. So it's the meta has come a long way, but that is also going to work in our favor. We're using cards like Forbidden Lance, which came out like a full year after Meiru made their appearance on the scene, so they never really got to see play with each other. You would usually use like Sphere Boys, but you don't really want the Sphere Boys in a modern meta. Forbidden Lance is just fantastic back row hate when it affects your monster, and then for things that don't affect your monster, you have the Meiru toolbox all of its own. You have Sandman, who can tribute himself and negate traps, or Wall, who can tribute himself and negate spells. Now obviously these can be spell or traps that don't affect you, and then Forbidden Lance gets everything else, so they still do have vital roles in the deck to support our Maximus. Obviously we get to Maximus super fat. We have like 7 copies of him. You just have to get your core 2, which we only have 6 copies of. So it's crazy wild. I love this archetype, guys. Meiru. They really get it done. Now, another aspect that wasn't around when Meiru was super meta is Xyz, guys. And it's going to go a long way for this kind of deck, because let's say you don't have core, you can still usually do an Earn Knight play, and instead of letting your monsters be destroyed in the first turn, you can do an Xyz. You could sit on a Roach, you could sit on a Utopia, whatever you need to do. Now let's say the duel's getting really crazy. You have 2 Maximus on the field, and those 2 Maximus weren't enough. We have level 8 Xyz now. It's crazy to think, but I mean, we can go to Cypher Dragon into Armored Photon Dragon and hit for lethal. You're gonna see that in the replays. Love this deck, guys. Super crazy. I'm excited to see how strong it is. Maybe I'll get a little more KC Cup in this KC Cup with this deck and see how it goes, because I really love Meiru. So let me know what you guys think, and thanks for watching. Alright, here we are facing another Paradox. We're also using Paradox. Just attack charge. You don't really need any specific skills. We're on a 6-win streak. This deck is easily clapping the first stage of the KC Cup, no doubt. This boy's using Dragon Unity. Sadly, he had to go second. We could have clapped him if we'd gone first, maybe not with this hand. But if we're able to get a Roach out or something, it'd be pretty good against this kind of deck. He's just going Stendidus and Akus, pretty normal plays. This guy though, I don't know how he does it. He gets the level 7 Dragon Unity monster I wanted to use and makes it himself somehow. It's with this guy, I guess. Gusiami, a level 3 tuner. So he's going to use Kus and Barca for an Ascalon. But then he's going to use the new Legatus to special summon because he has Ravine. Then he had that level 3. Now he's got the new Gromvabra, who can banish from the graveyard. Honestly, obviously not going to affect us here. We know he doesn't have any back row, so we're going to throw away this Forbidden Lance with Dragon Melody. And lo and behold, Maximus is free. We have 3 Maximus and 2 cores. It's over for this boy. Now, he does have some inherent defense. He's going to use Gorm's effect to banish from our graveyard. Does literally nothing to us. He's popped. We use the second Maximus pop to destroy the Ascalon. Now, when Ascalon's destroyed, he gets to summon the Barca, and Barca gets to equip all this stuff. He probably could have been a pretty high attack. He probably should have put it in attack mode. No, only 2,900. But we're not done yet. We're going to Xyz into a Cypher Dragon. We're gonna take that Cypher Dragon, turn it immediately into a full armored photon dragon. This isn't even fair. Look at how easy this is. Pop that. Those 3 instances of a pop into lethal damage. Absolutely crazy stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yusei. We're going first. See what our boys got for us. Is in fact Shooting Star Road. We already have a Diamond Core, so it's going to be a clap of a turn. We're going to not use the other effect of the Diamond Core. We'll save that. We won't even bring out the Maximus. We'll just bring out a wall, and we'll burn the wall to make a Roach. Now, Roach can stop virtually any synchro this deck's going to make, so we should be sitting pretty well. We could have set our Forbidden Lance to stop something like maybe a Book of Moon or something like that, but I'm not too worried about him having anything like that. So he's going Junk Warrior. He gets a cutscene, but this monster is not actually summoned. He is well within parameters of Roach to negate. So boom, his monster's gone. Roach is still going. He's got to use a Monster Reborn. Takes our own Urn Knight. Now we could have stopped this with Forbidden Lance, saved our Roach, finish him off next turn. But even that turn he made there wasn't very impressive. Didn't really stop us too hard. Hit him for 3k. Now, unless he has some back row hate, Forbidden Lance is more than enough to save Maximus from his biggest, baddest monster, the Shooting Star Dragon. So he's gonna go Junk Synchron. He's got the plays. We don't have the Roach anymore. Junk Warrior. He's gotta use the skill, I believe, still, right? No, he's got... Or yeah, you gotta use Stardust Dragon first. Now you can use the skill. Go even further. Added a bunch of stuff to his deck. I didn't know it adds a bunch of tuners to your deck. Doing a special synchro animation into a special cutscene of the Shooting Star Dragon. It's a nice little deck. It's not exactly meta at all. I don't think it ever really jumped to meta, but this deck will KO you if you're not careful. He's not going to KO us. He possibly could have. I think that was 1 tuner. 2 tuners. 3 tuners. 3 is all. So he could have attacked 3 times. But 1 will be enough as we hit him with a Forbidden Lance, and he is lower than Meiru. Forbidden Lance is just such a great card. No other back row hate could have done that for you. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a young Yugi. We're going second. Let's see what our boys got for us at 22 cards. We got a Diamond Core, Maximus, Ice in Hand. Don't really see Ice in Hand all too often. This guy is not using any kind of deck we have to worry about though, so we're not even going to need to use this Diamond Core. We will, but I mean, we already had a Maximus, and we're not going to summon 2 Maximus, so we didn't really need that. We got Sandman protecting on the traps. We popped the monster. Was Wall of D. We do in fact use Sandman, so again, that's another trap where Sandman works much better than Forbidden Lance. So it's still important to get those negates on the field and not be afraid to use them. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. We're going second. 30 cards, it looks like. 26 cards, super random. You know you're going to clap when you start with a Diamond Core. He has 2 back row, but we have 2 Forbidden Chalice. Now we're going to Diamond Core into an Iron Core. Then we should use Diamond Core's effect. Then we bring out Power Hand. Then Maximus, boom, destroyed a young Air Force. He tries to hit us with a Canadian after taking Destiny Draw damage, but we say no thank you. We have a Forbidden Lance. We easily get by 2 back row. Could have got by 3 instances of back row, really, since he didn't try to Canadian the Maximus early. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yuya. Let's see what our boys got for us. Looks like over 20 cards. 26 cards. so that's one back row. We have a Diamond Core, Forbidden Lance, Earn Knight, Maximus, everything you could possibly want. One back row is going to have a really hard time stopping us. So we go Earn Knight, Veil into Sandman. Here goes Maximus. Now he goes boom. He uses a trap card. Now obviously Forbidden Lance wouldn't have saved us against this trap card because it doesn't interact with our characters. But Sandman's still a vital role in this deck, and he's able to negate the trap. Great stuff, guys. Alright, here we are facing a Yami Yugi. We're going second. 30 cards it looks like, 26 cards, super random. You know you're gonna clap when you start with a Diamond Core. He has 2 back row, but we have 2 Forbidden Chalice. Now we're going to Diamond Core into an Iron Core. Then we should use Diamond Core's effect. Then we bring out Power Hand. And then Maximus, boom, destroyed a Drowning Air Force. He tries to hit us with a Canadia after taking Destiny Draw damage, but we say no thank you. We have a Forbidden Lance. We easily get by 2 back row. Could have got by 3 instances of back row, really, since he didn't try to Canadia the Maximus early. Great stuff, man.